if you're registering a new domain name, so you want to try to compete in some particular niche within SEO, you can take a couple different strategies. You can go for something really brandable, like Twitter, that people will remember, but isn't necessarily, keywords in the domain name. Or you can go for strictly the keywords in the domain name, and people do it with all kinds of different areas. So buyviagraonline.org or buyviagraonline.net. And so different people have reasonable disagreements about whether it's better to shoot for a keyword-laden domain or a domain that doesn't necessarily have the keywords in it, but is a little more brandable. So some things to think about. It's definitely possible to succeed without having keywords in your domain. Think about some of the big successes there are. Zynga, nothing in that domain name says, social or gaming or anything like that. Twitter, Facebook, Google, Yahoo. The names that are brandable, the names that you instantly can recall when you think about, tend not to be those keyword-laden domains. Now, on the keyword side, one advantage that they might have is that if you're referring to the name of the business, you might link to it, and then you might link to it with the same words that are in the keyword. So it's a little bit of a toss-up. It depends on what your goals are, what things you're interested in. For me, I tend to lean a little more towards things that are brandable because, for example, if you have 15 sites about Android and they all have Android, 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 it's going to be a little hard to remember, to rise above the noise, to rise above the din. Whereas if you have something that's a little more brandable, then people are going to remember that. They're going to be able to come back to it. Even sites like TechCrunch, right? Nothing in there says tech news. Even weird URLs, Hacker News has news.ycombinator.com. Reddit has nothing about, this is really interesting social news. Dig, very brandable URL. So if you think about you're trying to shoot for a big success, sometimes going for something a little more brandable can be good.